Hi, and welcome to this video. Today we are going to enrich this lead list with an email. So currently we have a domain name like example.com and we need an email. For this we want to use Firecrawl. You can manually do this like crawling the pages, getting the HTML, but it's quite hard. You need a lot of time optimizing this because of the HTML being too long and everything. And with Firecrawl, you have a quite easy and cheap solution you can use. So we're going to use make.com and the Firecrawl module. We will run Firecrawl with a prompt for this demonstration, and also what I use in my production automation. We're going to search for an imprint page, because here in Europe a lot of websites have an imprint, and there you can find always the name and the email. So we're going to search for the imprint, and we're going to extract the email. Then we wait for Firecrawl to finish, and we save everything to Airtable. So first of all, you need a Firecrawl account. You can, it's for free for testing. So you just make an account here directly. You have your API key. So copy this API key here. And when we have a look at the Airtable list, we have an URL and have an email. And also I have here some lead list actions. If you want to know how to build this, then check out my content foundation course. So, but in general, we have here a webhook URL, and we will call this URL, this make.com URL. The task name is find email. So every time I'm setting the workflow to find email, it would go and call this webhook. So to create this, you have to create a new scenario in Make, then a new custom webhook. So add module, new custom webhook. Then we need a get a record. Here you will use the record ID from the webhook. And as you maybe know from other videos, you have to redetermine data structure. At the beginning, you're creating this, and then make.com needs to know the structure. So you need to send it once. What this would do, if you didn't see my video, let's check the automation here. Here you see find email. So we say when this lead list is updated. Wait a second. Yeah, when workflow is find email, then basically, you see, then basically run this webhook. This is the automation here. So we are sending this row now to make, and we successfully determined the structure. So after we have the Airtable record here, we can scrape the data with Firecrawl. This is just a normal HTTP make a request call. So you open this call, URL. Here we are using the Firecrawl extract API. When you check the documentation here, read it, or you can also generate a summary with AI, whatever. Here you can see example usage, and cool things here with extract, you can use a prompt. So you can give it one or more URLs, and you can say extract the company mission, whatever it supports, and so on. So you can copy this part here and change it, maybe remove those URLs. If you go down, you can see the properties, company mission, supports SSO, and what is required. For our scenario, we only need properties, email. You can put this out. You can delete this. And required also only email. So when I go back here, this is the request content. And you have to change URL to our actual URL. This one here. And here also you can see the prompt. For us it's find the imprint page and extract the first email. That's it. And the rest is required. So when we are going to make a HTTP post request, it will send this data to our URL to Firecrawl extract. And also important, you have to authorize yourself. So to do this, put in here authorization and here bearer, and this is your API token. You can get this here, your API key. Put it in here and you're good. So body type is raw and JSON, and then you put in this JSON. Pass response is yes. You can also just copy as I have it here. If you need the blueprint, you can also check out my Skool community with all the blueprints and also community support. So now we have this set up. Let's save it. What it will do, it will, let's see here, it will send this, and as a response we get success true, but not immediately, because it takes time to crawl the page, and that's why we need to wait for Firecrawl to finish. This module is just a sleep, and I set it to 20 seconds. Maybe you have to set it higher or lower. You have to try it out for the types of domains you are trying to crawl. So after like 20 seconds, we are checking here, and that's the same API Firecrawl extract, but we are putting here the task ID or extract ID. So to understand this, we're checking the docs, and when I go down, here's the asynchronous extraction status checking, and here you can see Firecrawl extract, then extract ID. So we're getting an ID. It's like the number you get when you go to McDonald's. They're preparing your food and you're waiting with your number, and then here you can check, hey, is it ready? Is it ready? And when it's ready, you get back a success true. So we are querying this data here with the method get. Authorization is the same like before. And then you can choose your base, use your table. This is update a record, Airtable record. Record ID is our record ID we got from the webhook. And for the email, you have to run it once. So you will do a run once. We can check it out in a second. And then here for email, you can then put this as the request, the response, and 19, so make a request, get data from Firecrawl, and the data came back, and so we could choose here our email. So to try it out, let's run it once, and we go back, and let's see if it works. Find email. Okay, let's see, make something happening here. Yes, Airtable. This is the first one. Here we see then output. So scrape data with Firecrawl. We're making a request. I would like to scrape this domain. Please find the imprint and extract the first email. And output is what we are getting back from Firecrawl. And Firecrawl says success true, and we have an ID. So we are waiting 20 seconds, and then here we are using this ID, API Firecrawl extract and then ID, to trying to ask, hey, is it ready? And the answer is success true, and that's our email. And here we are saving the email to Airtable, and you should see it then here. So that's one scenario how you can use Firecrawl and make.com to scrape an email. For your scenario, maybe you have to change the prompt a little bit, but it works the same way. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions, and see you next time.